The Seattle Sounders will be looking to continue their winning ways and exact some revenge when they host San Diego in Wednesday night's midweek Western Conference clash.
You know, they're a talented group. For it being their first year, they've showed that they can compete in this league, and they got talented players on the wings, Chucky and Dreyer. You know, they've showcased what they're capable of. Their runs in behind, and they close the spaces really well. I remember when we played down there, playing from back to front, they were on our backs, and they're very aggressive. And so we got to find the right moments to switch the play. We can't get stuck on one side, and you know, I think that'll lead to good moments where we can expose them on the weak side.
Don't fall asleep on set pieces, and active defending and not giving the ball away in midfield to allow them in transition. You know, you saw that the last game, the Galaxy gave up the goal and death through a sloppy play. They're good enough to make you pay. So between 2 and 4, on a scale, it's hard to say because Yeimar is determined, and he actually does come back from injury fairly quickly. But again, they're being a little more cautious because he did pull it. I mean, there's damage there. So, I know he wants to get ready to come back for Club World Cup. I get it. But I'm not going to sacrifice a game or two for the better health of the remainder of the year. So it'll be tricky.
And then I guess Jackson
to be on the bench. No, Nubu's kind of finding his own form. He likes playing with Ryan. Sometimes we almost got to hold Nubu back. It's always quality, not quantity of when he pushes up. We still build in 3-2, 3-1, and we want to keep him grounded, but at the same time, when he can be involved, and if we've pushed teams back, he has my freedom to go. I mean, St. Louis had good starts, LAFC had good starts. I mean, there's been teams in the league that have had good starts. It's about consistency. I really like Mikey. I think he came in, he's a humble kid. I've had good conversations with him when he was working with the national teams. They've done a good job, and they've compiled some good players. I like their number 6. I think he's got talent. Obviously, Chucky's good goalkeeping. They got solid players. Good team. Jordan's timeline is he might make Vancouver. Look, we're playing the top 3 teams in our division here in the next 3 games. So there's a good measuring stick. If you want to write about that, this stretch of 3 games, although Vancouver's going to be missing like 9 guys. So,
not that you should have.
No, not at all. But we've been there before in the past. I mean, I think we had at one time 11 guys missing. So, it's MLS.
All right, so there you go. You got the injury report from Brian Spencer saying that Yeimar is out 2 to 4 weeks, but Jackson Ragen will be back and on the bench when the Sounders try to exact some revenge on San Diego, who put a 3-0 thrashing at Snapdrag Stadium the last time the two teams played. Now, if the Sounders are going to exact that revenge, they're going to have to be clinical in their finishing. They're going to have to be compact in their defense. And really, when it comes to their build-up, remember they build with 3 in the back and they try to push up the wing backs. They have to be lethal in that. They have to have some pace. They have to have some quickness, but also be patient because they need to have some purposeful possession, meaningful possession. That is, go to one side, make the passes, switch it over, and then try to find the pockets. If you can move the defense around, that is in terms of San Diego, then you can find those pockets, which should lead to some shots. But this is going to be a really tough game. And Brian Spencer said, you know what, this will be a test because it's one of the first of 3 games against the top teams in the Western Conference. For the Cascadia Sports.net report, I'm Osvita Marahire. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing.